Have you ever finished another binge or overeating episode and decided, that's it, I must be addicted. I must be addicted to food and there's nothing I can do? Because I know you're smart, you're disciplined, you've done the therapy, you know what you should do, and yet when the urge hits, it feels bigger than you, okay? If that's you, I need you to hear this. You're not addicted to food, you're addicted to relief, okay? For your nervous system, food isn't the problem. It's the fastest solution your body has for coming down from stress, pressure, and that constant feeling of having to hold it all together. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly why that's been happening so you can actually stop blaming yourself, and I'll even give you a proven evidence-based tool to build inner safety within your body so that food is no longer gonna be your go-to off switch anymore. And I know you're telling yourself, this ain't gonna work for me because I've tried everything, but I wanna give you a real quick tangible example. My client Hannah was stuck for over 12 years. She thought she was a sugar addict. She said, I'm just gonna be stuck like this for the rest of my life. She tried Overeaters Anonymous. She tried sugar addiction therapy. She became a personal trainer. She became a nutritionist. She read every book. When she finally learned how to work with her nervous system through our methodology, her binge eating stopped. She has peace with food now, and she's living a life she only journaled about, okay? So that is possible for you too. And I've got an additional amazing tool for you. So I have a free food freedom toolkit that is jam-packed with even more wonderful tools that you're going to use practically to start getting your body into the state that it needs to be to release this, okay? So you can download that below through the link in the description. Now let's talk about the 3 shifts that are going to change everything for you. Step 1, this is not about the food. This is not about the food. You've probably treated this like a food issue, okay? Like if you could just find the right plan, the right timing, the right accountability, the right supplements, then you'd be fixed, right? And I want to be so gentle here because I know how hard you've tried. I was you, okay? So I get it. But if this were about the food, you would have solved it by now. Because you're not lazy, you're certainly not clueless, you're not lacking information. Okay, most of the women I work with can tell me exactly what they should be doing. They can recite the nutrition facts. They can tell me what triggers them. They can tell me when this started in childhood and why it all occurred and how long it's been happening for and exactly what they should be doing to overcome it. And yet, they still end up in that same moment in the kitchen, in the pantry, feeling completely powerless at the drive-thru, and having that same conversation with themselves that goes, I swear I'm not going to do this again. Tomorrow's going to be a new day. On Monday, we start over. So let's pause on that because this is where the shame creeps in. This is where you start thinking, okay, maybe I just don't want this enough. Maybe I'm just not as disciplined as I thought. Maybe I'm actually broken. Maybe I'm the one person that nothing will work for because I've tried so much. No. What's happening is that you're trying to solve a relief pattern by focusing on the food. But the food is just the vehicle. The real thing you're reaching for is a change in state in your nervous system. Relief from pressure, relief from stress, relief from being on, relief from being too much. And for someone who is a high achiever, that relief can feel like literal oxygen. It can feel like the first exhale you've had all day. So if you keep targeting food without targeting the need for relief in your recovery plan, you're gonna keep feeling stuck. And it's not because you're failing, it's because you're aiming at the wrong thing, okay? I used to think the same thing. I identify so much as a high achiever. I read every book. I did 15 years of therapy. I was like, why can't I figure this out? But it's because I wasn't focusing on the actual part of my body that controls this behavior, which we're gonna get to in just a moment. So if you're listening to this thinking, oh my gosh, I finally feel seen and I need tools for when I'm actually in those moments, when I have those urges, when I feel powerless, go download my free Food Freedom Toolkit now. Seriously, don't wait till you're in the middle of a spiral. Download it while you're calm so your nervous system has something that it can reach for later besides food. Link is below. Download it, but I want you to come right back because we have big work to do here. Step 2, this is not about food, but this is about your nervous system. So here's the piece no one explains clearly enough. Your nervous system's job is not to make you lose weight or eat perfectly. It's not to make you stay on plan. It's not to make you rational or to make you make good choices. Your nervous system has one primary job: to keep you alive. To answer the one question over and over and over again: Am I safe right now? And that safety is not logical. That's the part I really want you to get, because you might be sitting there thinking, but I am safe. My life is fine. I have a good job. I have a supportive partner. I've done therapy. I've talked about my traumas. I know I don't need to binge. And your nervous system goes, cool story. Because safety is not a thought, okay? Safety is a felt experience in your body, in your living tissues, cells, your organs, all of it. And your body can be living in your beautiful home with your good life and still be running on the old, ancient, conditioned programming, which of course we get through society, patriarchy, everything else, your family upbringing. I'm not enough, I'm too much, I'm too alone, there's too much pressure, I'm not allowed to rest, I never do enough, I can't slow down, it's not safe for me to rest, I'm never satisfied with the way my body looks, there's never enough time in the day, oh my goodness, I've screwed up again. And when your system is in that state, it's going to reach for what will immediately create regulation. And food, especially hyper-palatable food, works very fast. It sedates the stress response, it narrows your focus, it gives you a predictable sensation. It temporarily turns down the volume on the intensity inside of you. So when you say, I feel addicted to food, what you're actually saying is, my nervous system is addicted to the fastest, most reliable form of relief it has access to. And if you've been spending years being a high-functioning woman, pushing through, performing, producing, my goodness, your baseline is chronic activation and hypervigilance. Like, your nervous system is living on caffeine and adrenaline. So of course, when the day ends, it swings hard towards relief. And if you don't have any other relief pathways, which most people don't, because who teaches us this? Food is the pathway. This is why just stop or try harder doesn't work, because that's willpower. This is not a willpower problem. It's not a logical problem. It's a safety problem. And you cannot create behavioral change in a nervous system that doesn't feel safe. Not consistently, not sustainably, okay? It's like trying to learn a new skill when the fire alarm is going off. It's just like, it's not going to happen. So for the longest time, we've been trying to go on a road trip with a flat tire and we're pouring windshield wiper fluid in the car and trying to go along on our journey. We've been fixing the wrong thing, okay? I'm really hoping that you're getting this by now, and it's certainly not your fault. Using food is an intelligent protective strategy that your nervous system developed long ago to support you to feel regulated and safe. And if you didn't have that, trust me, much worse things will be going on in your body, in your mental health, physically, all of the above, in your hormone system. So this is not wrong that we do this, but what we want to learn is a more effective coping strategy for today that will allow your nervous system to actually feel regulated and safe so that it doesn't have to keep leaning on food as that support tool, okay? Now we're gonna get practical and we're gonna keep this simple because I want you to be able to do this easily. So I'm gonna teach you a tool. It's not gonna be a 12-step process. You're just gonna need to be able to follow along with me for a few minutes. And what we're gonna do is tell your nervous system, hey, we're safe right now. So we're gonna do a round of tapping together. And if you've never tapped, perfect. You don't need to do it right. You're just gonna follow me, tap where I tap, and notice the beautiful benefits that unfold. Okay, so you're just gonna tap where I tap and either repeat the words out loud, or if you're in a space where you can't repeat the words out loud, just let my words wash over you, okay? And before we start, I want you to just check in on a scale of 1 to 10. How intense is your urge to use food for relief right now? So to overeat or to binge or whatever, just check in. How intense does it feel? 1 to 10. Just notice that. Don't need to overthink it. It's just a number, and then we're gonna jump in and tap. So all I want you to do is tap with me, so mirror me, and repeat after me, okay? Take a nice, easy breath. Even though I feel this urge right now, and part of me feels like food is the only thing that's gonna give me relief, and even though I've tried to fix this with logic, but it still happens, I'm open to creating a little safety in my body. And even though I feel shame and guilt about this, I'm learning that this isn't my fault. My nervous system learned that food equals relief. And that makes me human. And even though part of me is saying, I've tried everything, so how am I ever going to get over this? Maybe the one thing I haven't tried is nervous system safety. And I'm open to the possibility that safety is the doorway to healing. Safety is the prerequisite that creates healing. And I'm learning how to create safety within my nervous system. This has been really hard for me. I felt so much shame and guilt. Blaming myself that I haven't been able to figure this out. But I'm learning that my system has been carrying so much. So it makes sense it's been looking for relief through food. And I'm learning new ways to support myself so that my body can feel safe enough to release this old strategy. Because I have a sense that there are much better tools than just using food to support me to find relief. I'm not broken. Nothing is wrong with me. And maybe today, I found the missing link to my freedom. So take a nice easy breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to look around the space that you're in, notice where you are, let your head, neck, and eyes move around the room. And just notice how you're feeling in this moment. What's shifted for you? And what's happened to that intensity to search for relief through food? Did that number come down? Would love for you to share what you're noticing in the comments below. So if that number dropped even half a point, then that means that your nervous system is responding. Some other signs are that you may be yawning, feeling more relaxed. There are lots of different signals that your nervous system is saying, I'm feeling safer. And really, this is the beginning of capacity building, okay? So here's the win either way. You interrupted the autopilot cycle, you created space, you created capacity within your nervous system, you helped it move up the ladder of safety. So important. I'm really, really proud of you. And now you have a tool that you can practice anytime over and over and over again. And I want you to hear that I know exactly how this feels. I felt so stuck until I actually found tangible, practical tools to support my nervous system to get out of this chronic state of hypervigilance that was causing me to use food over and over and over again automatically. And now it's been 9 years since I've ever had a binge eating episode or used food to cope. And that's why I do this work. And remember, if you want simple, fast tools that you can use, go download my Food Freedom Toolkit below because that's going to be amazing for you to take this further. And if you take nothing else from this video, please take this away with you. You're not addicted to food, you're addicted to relief. And relief is not a character flaw. It's a nervous system issue, okay? Which means it's trainable, it's fixable, which means you're not stuck. With the right support, you can absolutely break free of this in just a few months or less. So take a nice easy breath. Imagine what it would feel like to have quiet in your mind around food, to not have a shame hangover, to trust yourself again, to be able to have beautiful tools to support you when life feels stressful, okay? That's all available to you. I'm super proud of you for being here. Again, download that Food Freedom Toolkit if you haven't already. And thank you so much for tuning in. Would love to hear what you're taking away from this video in the comments, and I will see you again soon.